When Umbrella Academy first hit Netflix, it came with a lot of promise. The best part? It fulfilled that promise. This show proved that superheroes can be unhinged and all over the place. Possessing incredible superpowers didn't stop these guys from unleashing their most chaotic selves into the world. And we loved every single second of it. The air's full of excitement for the upcoming season, and now we've got some sneak peeks too. So without further ado, let's dive in. First up, exclusive clips from Season 3. If you've been living under a rock all this time, then you must have missed out on Netflix's Geeked Week, a virtual event where every last bit of information about your favorite upcoming Netflix movies and series is shared. It's a free 5-day-long event. It's something new that Netflix came up with, so not a lot of people know about it. Anyway, there's no need to alert your fear of missing out because we come armed with all the news about the Umbrella Academy's new season. Geeked Week was full of exciting new stuff about upcoming releases, and Netflix did the honors of giving us 2 exclusive clips from the Umbrella Academy's Season 3. The first clip gives us a glimpse of all the trouble that these siblings will be facing in this new season. It introduces us to the alternate Sparrow Academy and the rivalries that are definitely going to explode between members of both academies. Our heroes are the kind who don't think twice about the consequences of their actions, and we've witnessed that not once but twice in the previous seasons. And this time, the consequences of all their troublemaking to save their own butts is a rupture in the timeline, causing an alternate reality to play itself out. We'll be seeing a lot of exciting stuff this time. We really can't wait for it. In the second clip, we see the chaotic superhero siblings step back into Hotel Obsidian with some old 50s songs playing in the background. Klaus opens up his arms the moment he steps into the premises of the hotel and goes on to call it "You Slutty Old Dame." We can see the humor is still on brand. Season 3 is definitely packing in those sharp witticisms and juvenile banter. And as you'll have it, they're all bickering with each other, just like old times. Good to know their sibling dynamics are just as fresh and alive as they were in the last 2 seasons. The clip's a minute and 29 seconds long, and there's an air of subtle mystery to the scene that makes the wait for the season even harder. Now, here's all that we know from the trailer. Netflix released the trailer for the new season on the 19th of May, and boy, when we say we squealed for joy, you better believe it. It really feels like Season 2 came out a lifetime ago. So the sweet relief of finally having a 3rd season after such an agonizing long wait is unbelievable indeed. There's a lot of fun action shown in the trailer, and at the same time, some new plot lines are revealed as well. Of course, we're curious how it's all going to be executed in the new season. We're sure the writers have done it justice. With Ballroom Blitz by Sweet playing in the background, the trailer shows several scenes of the Sparrows having it out with the siblings. But there's an uncertainty hanging in the air, and we've got this feeling that eventually, despite their numerous differences, the two may just as well team up to fight a common enemy. Maybe the Umbrella Academy members are even going to try to reset the timeline and undo all the havoc they've wreaked so far. Now, for a recap of Season 2. Season 2 ended back in 2020, and somehow that doesn't feel like 2 years at all. It feels longer for some reason. Anyway, filming for the 3rd season had to be put on hold because of COVID, and we're really bitter the pandemic took this away from us. But oh well, we're getting a new season now, so no point in complaining about bygones. We saw the Hargreaves trapped inside a completely different time in Season 2. They all found themselves in the same town in the 1960s, but all lead different lives. Luther was working as Jack Ruby's personal bodyguard, owing to his immense muscular strength. Allison ends up becoming a civil rights activist, while Diego finds himself inside a mental asylum for trying to prevent JFK's assassination. And Klaus ends up having the most chaotic plotline ever. He becomes the leader of a cult in classic Klaus style. Victor, previously Vanya, becomes a nanny for some simple family living on a farm. 5, the youngest member of the family, tries to reunite his siblings, and once that happens, chaos ensues in usual Hargreaves fashion. But man, does trouble love these siblings. There's another apocalypse looming on the horizon, and what's more, the handler's on their tail. We all thought she died in Season 1, yet here she was again, and this time, she was trying to topple the organization with the help of her daughter, Lila. As all superhero stories go, the 7 siblings managed to defeat the handler, stop the apocalypse, and 5 opened up a time portal once more to take his siblings back. But like we said, trouble has a thing for the Hargreaves, and in the final episode of Season 2, they're back home, but home's a strange place now, with all of them staring into the eyes of their doppelgangers. And now we'll finally see how it's going to all unfold in Season 3. Here's what the showrunner has said about the next season. We know for a fact that the Umbrellas and the Sparrows are going to have a massive clash in the new season. New new rivalries are just waiting to be explored. From the looks of the trailer, it seems like they've got very different personalities from our Hargreaves, but they also look pretty powerful. Showrunner Steve Blackman discussed some key points about the new season with Entertainment Weekly and described how the Umbrellas are a family that didn't know how to be superheroes. The Sparrows are superheroes who never knew how to be a family. That is the fundamental difference in how they go about being superheroes. The new season is going to explore these dynamics, and it feels like that's how a lot of problems are going to be resolved with the upcoming release. The fact that Season 3 might be a little bit more character-oriented is a great thing, because that means we won't just be sitting there for the plot. We'll be hoping for the Hargreaves to go through some really heart-touching character development. Up next, new enemies? Old foes? Okay, right now the biggest danger the siblings will be facing is this weird thing called the Kugelblitz. It's a pretty funny name, but wait until you hear what it actually is. We saw how our superheroes had to avert one apocalypse after another in the previous 2 seasons, and it looks like it won't be any different in this season either. The Kugelblitz is their latest apocalypse. It turns out this one's not any less scary than the previous 2 ones. It's a big black hole that eats up all the matter in the universe, and their best bet of defeating it this time is to pair up with the Sparrows, reverse the time paradox, and correct the tweaking they did with the timeline when 5 opened the time portal in Season 2. They also have to make sure they find themselves back in their own actual reality this time, because there are no risk-taking endeavors to be had in this season with everything on the line. What's more, they've got just 5 days to accomplish it all. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a blast. And now, for more Season 3 details. After Seasons 1 and 2, all of us were eager to have another season so we could see the siblings embark on more adventures and find themselves in obviously bad situations. The Umbrella Academy is a perfect blend of cries and cheers with how it explores the character dynamics and story arcs. Everything's absolute perfection. The 3rd season comes out this Wednesday on June 22nd, and we're all prepared to binge watch all of the episodes as they come out. We've got our popcorn and tissues ready for this ride. When the launch date was released, it came with a pesky little teaser where the members of the Umbrella and Sparrow Academies face off against each other. We've not read the comics, so we have absolutely no idea how that's going to end, but there's a fun bet going around among fans of the show about who's going to win. A lot of people think it's the Sparrows, and from the looks of how Season 2 ended, we have a feeling that might be true. Let's just hope our favorite superhero siblings regain their momentum and come back with full force for vengeance. After all, what's a hit superhero TV series without some revenge and fighting? Well, this only means one thing. We're all going to be glued to our devices on the 22nd, and we're not even a little ashamed about it. That's a wrap for this video. Want to know more Umbrella Academy news? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.